Office work is an essential part of running an art business. In this video, I'll show you what my office days are like, which might surprise you, and then I'll tell you what kinds of office tasks I do to keep my art business growing. Welcome to my office. It's Monday morning, and Monday is the day that I do all of my office work. So this morning, I have to pay taxes for the city and also for the state and county. So I'm going to be sitting here doing that. Then I've also got to do some other personal business. And then when all those things are done, I can go out to the studio. Of course, I have to take the dogs for a walk first and hopefully do a little run of my own. I can't spend enough time emphasizing how important it is to get out of the office and get some fresh air, do some recreational activities, and get your head out of what you're always doing. It's really important to switch up your activities. This is all part of your creativity. This is important, even if you're not consciously thinking about your art. It does get into your subconscious, and it does help when you go back to the studio. I consider this the most productive time of my day because it allows me to break up my focus. And while that might seem counterintuitive, it really works wonders. While you're not consciously thinking about your art, something is happening inside your brain, and I have no idea what it is, but I get the best ideas from doing these walks. Right here, I like to call this place Dale's Beach because my friend Dale used to live way up there in those mountains up there. Can you see that? Today it's kind of socked in, but he was a good friend of mine back in my ultra days. And we lost him a few years ago to multiple myeloma, but we used to run together all the time. And this spot just reminds me of him because a lot of times I would look up at the mountains up there and I would remember, oh yeah, I wonder what the weather is like at Dale's place. Now let's talk about the real office work. What I might do on a typical Monday in my office. I check emails and answer them. I follow up with people. For example, if I have a commission and I need to talk to the people, I'll get a hold of them. I do the books, so I figure out, if I've made some money or if I've had some expenses. I put that in the spreadsheet. I check calls for entry, so being able to put my artwork out there. I look for opportunities for that. I look for application deadlines for shows that are coming up in future months. I order equipment or buy supplies that I need. I'll pay taxes if they're due. And I plan my learning schedule for the week. I review notes from workshops or watch videos from workshops or master classes. I'll look at YouTube videos that other artists put up. And if I'm doing a workshop, sometimes I'll do the work, like the homework for that workshop on a Monday. The other thing I do on Mondays is I pay attention to my marketing. So I do any website updates or SEO that needs to be done, and I'm still learning how to do that. I also update my address and email lists. and I do social media posts. I'll invite people to events if I have something coming up. And I also do my newsletter on Mondays. I only send that out a few times a year, but whenever I have something that goes into it, I'll put it into the draft so that it makes it easier to complete the newsletter when it's time to send it out. And now I'm doing these videos. So I have plenty to do on Mondays, but it usually doesn't take my whole day. I do have time to get out and exercise and walk the dogs, and all of that counts as part of my office day. And if I feel like it after all that, I'll go out to the studio. I hear a lot of artists say that they hate the business part of it, but really it comes down to time management. And if you do it right, you can get outside and you'll feel so much better. And it helps your mental and physical health so much to get outside. So I want to highly encourage you to make that part of your office day and every day.